So to start this episode off, I need ender pearls for what I want to make. So, using the fabricator, that was actually pretty cool and pretty easy. Oops. Yeah, I'll deal with that later. So, why do I need these, you might ask? Well, I need them to make a tesseract. More specifically, I need a liquid tesseract. So I'm going to throw these in the magma crucible, and they're going to end up in that. Let's pull these out of here. I did create some more redstone energy conduits off camera, so that I can so that I could clear out that liquid transposer, so I can get ready to make what I'm about to make. Now, for what I'm going to need a tesseract frame, which is pretty expensive. Luckily, I have enough to make the two I am going to need. And grab two of these. And I'm going to really need to go mining at some point. Let's see. I believe it was tin that I needed. Yes, it is. 8. And I'm going to need... per 2, it's... okay. And I'm going to need some wood. Just grab a stack of this. And I'm going to need to power my Buildcraft engines to do some of this. Ooh, I have no coal. Let me go mine before I start the next step of this build. Before I get to building that, before I get to mining, actually, I'm going to build something that I should have built a long, long while ago. Let's pop you in here, you in here, you in here. Miner's backpack. Now, what a miner's backpack is a bag that takes up one slot in your inventory, however has 15 of its own inventory slots that can hold a specified type of item. In this case, it's things you get from mining, and there's a whole bunch of other ones. Let's look at backpack. You have the Adventurer's backpack, the Apiarist's backpack, Builder's backpack, Digger's backpack, Forester's backpack, Hunter's backpack, Miner's backpack, Thaumaturge's backpack, and Computer Engineer's backpack. And each of those hold different types of items, and I only want the miner's backpack one because that's what I need for mining. You also note there are woven types, and these woven types require things that you get from beekeeping, which I will get to later in this series. But that's it for now. When this framiness passes, alright, there we go. So, I want to quick address something that I was informed of by the creator of Zycraft. You can, in fact, clear the recipe in the fabricator by right or middle clicking on the ghost output. And if you have the redstone required mode on, you can, in fact, auto-craft. Or rather, choose when it crafts. Pretty cool. Thanks, Soren. Okay, let's get to making some of the Tesseract stuff. I need Tesseract frame. Let's pop this in here, pop you, and you in there. 2 Tesseract frames. Man, I love the fabricator. Now, I need to do something with these Tesseract frames once it is daytime. Can only sleep at night. Also, you'll notice I have straw. That is a crafting mishap that I had, where I didn't realize that we'd crafted into something. That's from ChocoCraft, which, again, something later in the series. Sleeping at night. Okay. Let's come over here. And pop you in the liquid transposer. And while we're waiting for that, let's go grab the rest of the stuff I'm going to need. Silver, tin, copper, and a pneumatic servo. Just 2 glass, a redstone, and 2 iron ingots per. Okay. 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. I hope I have glass. That's 1. Now I desperately try and... I had hardened glass this entire time. I feel kind of like a derp. I need one more glass, though. So, let me go get some glass ready. Turns out, did have some glass. So, let's go head over here. Pick up the item on the tuned Tesseract frames. And get ready to craft us something cool. Alright. Recipe for pneumatic servo. And this, 2 pneumatic servos. Sweet. And 4 tin. And 2 more copper. So let's plop these in here. And make ourselves liquid tesseract. Now liquid tesseracts are pretty nifty. What they let you do is transport liquids across dimensions or across just long distances without having to run large amounts of piping. Now I need a special tool for some of the interactions I'm going to do. I think I already made it. So let me Yep, I did. Okay. Now why am I making this, you might ask? Well, I want to upgrade my power to a higher tier. So I want to make the geothermal generator. I want to make several of them, actually. Each of these will take a bucket of lava, and they will process it into industrial craft power. So, I would like to get that done. So I'm going to transport lava out of the nether. Now, I have a way to do this, to get the redstone, the lava, and that's pretty easy. It's using a pump, which requires a mining well, which is from, I want to say, yeah, it's from Buildcraft. And so let's get to do that. Okay. Do I have sticks? No, I have this. So, let's get to this. And I'll be done when I'm no, I won't. Let's see. Yes, I will be done when I'm crafting this. Oop, I didn't pick that up. Go in here, pop these in. Pump, mining well. Sorry if this is a bit repetitive. Oop, this is the one I wanted. Okay. 4. 5. Close enough. Okay, iron well. Or iron gear, even. Okay. Pump. Diamond, or iron pickaxe. And I need redstone and 6 iron. And with that, I can make my mining well. And I just need to get glass, something I'm apparently dangerously low on. So I'll be back. Alright, back over here with my glass. Let's grab this recipe. And finally, we have a pump. Now I'm going to need some redstone engines to pump liquids, but that's a little bit out of the way. First I need to go scout the nether and look for a good spot. And to do that, I'm actually going to need something special. I'm going to need to find 2 books. And some oak wood. And I can just regularly craft these. And with this, I'm making book stands to make linking books. So I want this one to take me here. This will take me right inside of my little storage and workshop area in the overworld. And I'll get into explaining that once I found a good place for my lava. Okay, so I'm not gonna lie. Oh, you're a fire bat. Wherever you are. That's where you are. I'm not gonna lie, I actually kind of really like this spawn that I have. And I completely forgot it spawned like this, so let's use this for my pump station. So I'm gonna go grab some stuff, but first, let's explain this Mistcraft stuff. So, linking books are books that will, when you use them, I need the overworld one. Actually, let me place this here. When you right-click with them, you'll get this interface. And if this area over to the right is lit up and not sort of grayed out, that means you can use them to teleport. If you click in that area, it'll teleport you back to wherever it was first interacted with in your inventory. Usually this means where you crafted it, but there are times where you could like auto-craft it and then pick it up in a different place in the world. So these are pretty cool, and there are some other ways to mess around with them. You can make it so that they work through no matter what age you're in. Mistcraft does introduce a concept of ages, and linking books will only work across different ages. An age is basically just a dimension. However, if you make them if you make them intralinking, they will work regardless of what dimension you're in. So they are pretty useful, but I'm going to go collect some stuff and make myself a pump house. So I'm going to need something particular to keep the nether loaded while I'm not there. So let's make ourselves a trunk loader, which needs one ender pearl, which I happen to have, 5 gold, and a crafting table. Now trunk loaders are pretty cool. What they'll do is they will basically, for as long as you're in the game, and every time you load the game up, they will forcibly load those chunks as if you were in them. So they're useful if you, say, plan on exploring and think you're going to be nowhere near your base for a long period of time, but you have some stuff you want to process. Basically anything that requires you to stand around, they're useful for. So let's go into the nether. Come out here. Let me quick build my house. So when you place down a chunk loader, you'll get this little interface. You can hit show lasers, and I'm inside. This is not actually useful. It'll show all of the lasers. High ghast. All the other ghasts. It'll show lasers that indicate what you have loaded, and you can choose different patterns, circle, lines. I'm going to use square. But let's get to what I was here to do. I'm here to set up these pumps. Okay, now I've made myself 4 redstone engines, which is more than enough to use the pump to full effect. However, I forgot one very important thing. That's called liquid ducts. However, while I'm still here, I can in fact place this down and get it set up. So first it requires a frequency. This doesn't matter. So you choose a frequency, any numeric whole number. I don't know what the upper limit is, but you choose that, and that's the frequency it's on. And then you can choose for this little tab on the right whether it's in owner or public access mode, and whether it's send only, receive only, or send and receive. This one I'm going to set to send only, and I'm going to label this frequency lava. Now let me go quick get some liquid ducts. This is pretty easy. And I should have the stuff just laying around. Oh, I do. Sweet. Liquid duct. Recipe. Liquid ducts. These are kind of like the Buildcraft liquid pipes. However, slightly different. High ghasts. I should deal with you at some point. How did this happen? Oh well. You place a liquid duct here, and a liquid duct here. and they will act as a pipe. Let's get those there, and those there. However, I don't have anything set up to receive, so these will not be as or this liquid duct won't be as useful because it has nowhere to go. So let's set up somewhere for it to go. But first, let's sleep through the night. So let's head out over here. Hey, zombie pigman. Don't worry, I will be destroying that portal soon to deal with that issue. Let's pop you out here. And drop down a liquid tesseract right below it. Let's set you to 1 lava. And I forgot to add it. Oh, no, I didn't forget to add it. I was in... Okay. And now this will start receiving lava from the other end. There we go. Now that I'm receiving lava, I can start working towards the next part of this. That is geothermal generators. So let's come in here. Let's not have enough glass. That's always fun. So let me get more glass. So to deal with this glass issue and constantly running out of it, I'm going to macerate cobblestone. Macerated cobblestone does in fact give you sand, and sand is going to become dirt. So, I'll be back when that's processed. Okay, I have a fair amount of glass, so let's get this ready. So, first thing I'm going to need is... whatever these things are called. Panes. Glass pane. So let's pop this recipe in here, get some of these, drop them in over here, clear this recipe out, and geothermal. I should have... oh, no, there's one important thing I do not have in here yet. That is the recipe for those. And I need some refined iron. And do not get stuck on my door. So let's take this refined iron back. Keep getting stuck on my door. And get ready to make myself some geothermal generators. Ah, yes, I needed glass pans for something else entirely. I feel kind of idiotic. However, with one geothermal generator, I can show you how these things work. And then that will be it for this episode, as I go install, or make a bunch more, and install them into my setup. And so I've got 4 buckets of lava. That works. Oops. You can shift right-click liquid ducts to instantly pop them off. And then right-click to change their mode, and I need a lever. So let me quick steal one from my buildcraft room. Missing one lever won't hurt me that much. Oh, and it's almost nighttime. It's a good thing I'm about to be done with this. But normally, when it's in output mode, it does require redstone signal to pump out. And now, this will be generating power. So it's pulled out all of the lava, and this has started to generate power. So I am actually going to call this episode here, make some more of these geothermal generators, and install them into my machine array. So, see you all next time.